Mukbang YouTuber Tzuyang, who boasts over 10 million subscribers, revealed that she has been abused and blackmailed for 5 to 6 years by her ex-boyfriend, and then she was extorted by YouTubers. Tzuyang, who is 27 years old, started her YouTube channel in 2018, uploading many mukbangs, and within years she managed to make an impressive career, reaching 10 million subscribers. She even had Gordon Ramsay on her channel. But nobody knew that, behind her success, she was suffering. It all started with the revelation that other YouTube channels were blackmailing her. According to the YouTube channel Garicero Research Institute, members of the so-called Reka Union, they allegedly extorted money out of her in exchange for not revealing details about her private life. The Garicero Research Institute released recorded phone conversations indicating that YouTubers Gu Jae-yeok and Jong Guk-jin threatened Tzuyang with exposure of her past, planning to extort money from her. Jong Guk-jin, Tzuyang is from a room salon. Gu Jae-yeok, not only did she work at a room salon, she also worked at a XX. She also was a school bully. Jong Guk-jin, isn't it better to just cover this up for her and make money off her? Gu Jae-yeok, how did you find out? Jong Guk-jin, someone she used to live with. Anyways, I don't think she was a good person. The phone call continues with the YouTubers conniving up a plan to blackmail her. During the conversation, the YouTubers then reveal more about Tzuyang's past. Gu Jae-yeok, you only have testimony, but I have proof that Tzuyang and CEO John are living together. Jong Guk-jin, what made them split? Gu Jae-yeok, taxes. Tzuyang got caught for not paying them, remember? Jong Guk-jin, Tzuyang's past is pretty dirty. Gu Jae-yeok, Tzuyang pays the women she used to work with 6.00 million Korean won every month to keep quiet. That's 12.0 billion Korean won every month. Gu Jae-yeok, Kim Yong-ho would have asked for 300 million Korean won, but I'm going to ask for 200 million Korean won in cash. Gu Jae-yeok mentioned buying a GV80 vehicle through such extortion tactics and claimed to have received 11 million won from Tzuyang. However, further recordings indicated that a deal of approximately 55 million won was made. Regarding the Tzuyang extortion case, the YouTubers discussed the implications of their actions. Caracula warned against harming Tzuyang due to her value to YouTube, while also contemplating the potential financial gain versus the risk of channel suspension. Then on July 10th, Tzuyang conducted a live stream on her YouTube channel titled I Will Tell You Everything. She began by saying, I needed to urgently address the issue raised by the Garicero Research Institute. Before starting my YouTube career, I took a leave of absence from school and had a boyfriend. At first, he treated me very well, but he soon became violent. When I tried to break up with him, things became a nightmare. He had secretly filmed videos of me and used them to threaten me, saying he would release them if I didn't stay with him. He also physically abused me by hitting me with umbrellas and other blunt objects. He took me to his workplace, Hostess Bar, telling me I just needed to pour drinks and chat with customers. I did this for a short period but couldn't tell my friends because of his threats. He took all the money I earned, and I have transaction records to prove it. I was too scared to speak up, but I eventually told him I wanted to stop. He used violence again and threatened to tell my family. I have photos of injuries from when I decided to quit in October. He would hit me at least 2 times a day. I told him I would make money through streaming, as I had considered this since before. Even after I started my YouTube channel, he took all the money I earned. I didn't even have money to buy chicken for my videos. As my channel grew, he created a company and made an unfair contract where he took 70% of all the earnings, leaving me with 30%. He kept my personal seal and ID, and I never received any advertising revenue. Later on, when she was criticized for under-the-table advertisement deals, he made her stop streaming. Only when the public seemed to be all right with her, did he make her reopen her channel. Although she did not want to reopen her channel due to emotional stress, he forced her to do so. The other staff in the company tried to take Tzuyang's side after finding out the truth. The ex-boyfriend then threatened the staff, breaking cameras and monitors in the process. She begged for him to leave, offering all her assets to him. When she cut off contact, he came to her house to look for her, bothered her staff, and continued to threaten her through the phone. Her ex-boyfriend dismissed her plea to leave her alone, saying, "It's not enough, and your success is all thanks to me." When she cut off contact with him, he threatened her friends. The last straw came when he spread exaggerations of the facts to YouTubers, resulting in Tzuyang filing a lawsuit. "I considered quitting many times, but I couldn't give up because of my loyal staff. I got used to the threats and physical abuse, but I didn't want to let down my employees who felt like family. I didn't want this to become public, no matter what. I know I have responsibilities, even if I was forced into it. For 5 years, I lived in constant anxiety. I apologize to those disappointed by my past. I didn't want to reveal it." Her lawyers then provided further explanation and evidence, including recordings and photos of the abuse. Tzuyang's suffering was immense, and the evidence is extensive. There are 3,800 audio files containing the details of her victimization. As a criminal defense lawyer handling many cases, this one was shockingly severe. The amount of unpaid earnings owed to Tzuyang is at least 4 billion won. Tzuyang filed charges against her ex-boyfriend for S offenses: habitual violence, habitual threats, injury, extortion, coercion, and violations of the S Violence Punishment Act. However, once she filed charges against him, he unalived himself and will never suffer the consequences of his actions. Then Korean netizens and fans began to notice that almost all her videos of her wearing short sleeves revealed some sort of bruise or mark on her arms. In particular, her video of grilling pork belly and dumplings garnered much attention as her arms and fingers were covered in bandages. Many fans couldn't believe that this was due to physical assault, as most thought they were burns from grill pan. After this was revealed, people started to criticize the channel Garicero, who revealed the conversations of blackmailers. Many felt that Kim Se was also in the wrong for exploiting Tzuyang's past and revealing it against the YouTuber's wishes. So Gasian is the one who revealed this. Gasian is no better than them, lol. Tzuyang wanted to keep this a secret, but it's disgusting to see how she was used in Kim Se's Revenge. Is this an urban legend? Fuck, Tzuyang was simply in the middle of a fight among nasty-ass men. According to a voice recording of a phone call, one of the alleged participants in blackmail was Gujyak, and he spoke out about this. "I'm sorry for not being able to protect Tzuyang's right for the incident to be forgotten. I am clearly stating that I swear to the heavens that I've not done anything to be ashamed of, and will do my best to stay by Tzuyang's side to protect her rights. Just how did I come to find out about Tzuyang's painful wounds? And what last-ditch resort did her former CEO commit at the end? I will tell you. Currently, I have completed interviews with those related to the matter as well as the victims. I will tell you everything by tomorrow morning. Let me say this again. I have not received any money through shameful means, nor have I acted in a shameful way. If you have listened to the illegally obtained recordings, accordingly, I will never forgive those who have exposed matters, ignoring Tzuyang's pain, just to explain themselves, despite knowing just what kind of conversations I have exchanged with her. Please just wait one day. Just as always, I'll come out as the winner in the end." Despite his words, netizens have turned against him. They call him out for his hypocritical statements. Forgotten rights? Was that why you threatened someone with their own wounds? I'm going to watch and see just who was the one who rubbed salt into those wounds and bullied her. It's not going to be like, it costs money to protect her forgotten rights, right? The recordings Garicero Yongguso had were all recorded by Gujyak lol. He recorded it to backstab them someday, because he didn't trust the others. They just got revealed because he couldn't take care of his own phone lol. Another alleged blackmailer, Karankula, responded to allegations as well. "I had a fever in the evening last night, so I took some medicine and fell into a deep sleep. I woke up this morning to 40 missed calls and my YouTube channel is full of hateful comments and I'm all over the news as if I'm a son of a bitch who took money under the table. I'm not sure if this is a dream or reality, but my head is in a daze this morning. I'm not sure if this is revenge for my coverage on the Hoang incident, but Tzuyang and Garosi's Kim Sae, are you guys sure you can handle this? The person who has nothing to lose isn't scary as the person with a lot, who is willing to lose it all. You guys want a war, right? I swear on my 2 sons that I have never received dirty money. This is the only thing I'm proud of as a YouTuber. I'll be putting a pause on the scheduled content and quickly return with evidence proving my innocence. Please put your neutral helmets on and wait for me." As well, he posted a video trying to clarify the situation. He claimed that he was being targeted by netizens after another YouTuber, Garasera Yongguso, accused him of blackmailing her. He emphasized that he did not receive a single cent from her. He ended off by sending a public request to Tzuyang and her legal team, asking for help in resolving how unfair he feels the situation is. Netizens immediately opened fire, criticizing the Karankula for hurting Tzuyang a second time. As Tzuyang is the victim in the entire situation, they believe that Karankula's request was absolutely ridiculous. Huh? As expected from him. Is he crazy? How can he ask that of the victim? Is it right for him to be asking the victim to clear things up for him? He didn't receive money because things were exposed before he could. He basically encouraged others to blackmail her. Then Tzuyang published a video on July 12, 2024, in order to clear his name again. In the video, he denies having blackmailed Tzuyang, claiming that he had simply acted as a medium between those who wanted to blackmail her and her company. He claimed that he had anonymously received a tip-off about Tzuyang's past. As it was incredibly detailed, he contacted Tzuyang's company to ask about the matter and verify the facts. However, as it was an anonymous tip-off, he could not give information about their identity to her company. At this stage, her ex-boyfriend had already left the company. Tzuyang claimed that Tzuyang's company asked him to find out the identity of the person who gave the tip-off, as well as to prevent others from spreading the information. The tip-off had allegedly been spread to many other YouTubers as well. Tzuyang claimed that he tried to use his personal funds to stop other YouTubers from spreading the information, but his well ran dry and he reached out to Tzuyang's company for financial help on this front. As for the incriminating recording of his call with other YouTubers, Tzuyang claimed that he had been putting up a front in order to glean more information from other YouTubers and convince them not to expose the information. In this process, he had to pretend as if he was planning to blackmail Tzuyang and her company. He claims that he had planned on stopping them from going forward with the expose through offering them money from Tzuyang's company, as per his agreement with the latter. In a report on July 13, 2024, KST, the prosecution announced intervention in the lawless realm of YouTube. The South Korean prosecutor's office said they will actively reclaim revenue earned by YouTubers through spreading fake information or malicious content. According to the news report, the prosecution has announced a policy to reclaim profits earned through YouTube if crimes such as defamation and coercion are proven. The goal is to address the issue where criminal penalties often result in minor fines. Regardless of how popular, any YouTuber who has profited online by spreading false information could be subject to having their earnings be reclaimed as proceeds of crime. The Korean public isn't too convinced about the true motive behind the prosecution's intervention. While some welcomed the idea, others worried it could be misused/abused. Who gave the prosecution that right? Why is the prosecution talking about YouTubers when it doesn't even know how to do its actual job correctly? There's so much room for this to be abused. If the prosecution can reclaim profits as proceeds of crime for defamation, it does mean they can pressure the political channels that criticize the government, etc. It's obvious there's a lot of ulterior motives at play. So they want to bully the YouTubers who talk shit about them. Who do they think they are? They're literally saying they'll go around shutting down YouTubers who talk about things they don't like to hear. Of course, it would help to stop people like in this story who blackmailed Tzuyang, but it can quickly turn to a ban on free speech. About exposure of people on what they have done, people have different opinions. Most cyber wreckers claim that they are working in the interest of the public's right to know the truth, such as Caracula doxing the man behind the 2022 attempted rape and Unaliving case in Busan. A number of these channels revealed information about the perpetrators behind the 2004 Myeong gang rape incident who escaped criminal punishment by being minors at the time. But the self-proclaimed vigilantism by these YouTubers has been prone to criticism and even negative consequences. One of the doxing videos related to the Myeong incident had wrongly accused a local woman of being the girlfriend of the crime convict, leading to a barrage of online attacks against her. But what are your thoughts on this? Thank you for watching and see you next time.